Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. too slow.
Add astra...
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation. Nice to meet you. I'm Kaveh, an architect. If you have a project you'd like me to work on, then I'll need a detailed description of what you have in mind. Where's my key?
Wow! Time sure flies when you're having fun. Oh, Paimon's exhausted. Guess it's about time to head back and get some rest.
Quit following me. Squall Fury.
Morning, Traveler. Morning, Paimon. Good morning, Milani. How are you so full of energy?
That was last night. I got a good night. Here, take this. It's your prize for
Wow! Thanks.
When it comes to helping people, a good guide... Oh, and speaking of work, I guess our vacation's almost over, huh? And after talking to the others, it seems like everyone is... Some are missing their families. Others are going through even Chaska seems to be feeling it. Not that she'd ever admit it. But I have noticed her gazing back towards the Flower Feather Clan. But summer's not over yet. So I say... we another...
Hey! How about taking one right here? After all the...
Great idea! why don't you spruce up this wall, and I'll... Morning, Traveler. Morning, Paimon.
Morning, Mualani.
That was last night. Here, take the...
Wow!
When it comes to help... Oh, and after talking some or Miss... Even Chaska seems to be... But some, like...
Hey! How about taking one right here? After all this time, Paimon's grown kind of attached to this place.
Great idea! over here! Oh, not bad, not bad. You're all looking full of Oh! Well, what kind of guide would I be if I...
Yeah, and what kind of bard would I be if I didn't...
What's that got to do with anything?
Somehow, though, I know exactly what he means.
Do you really think that? Or are you just...
I see no harm in a bit of...
Here, put on this Asha headband. It's a souvenir from the rest of us.
It really suits you.
Alrighty then. 3, 2, 1...
Paimon?
Sorry. All that nonsense is...
Don't want it all to end. Are you worried once you say those words? The vacation...
How the... Paimon thought peacemakers could...
Don't worry, Paimon. Summer's sure to come again. Just like you said when you made that... Even though we'll all be going our separate ways, as long as we cheer...
Bennett's becoming quite the
Well, I wouldn't...
Your tone would suggest otherwise. Come on!
Why don't we just give it another try?
Yeah, let's...
What should we shout?
Sounds good!
3, 2...
Lucky Star!
So, what are your plans for the future,
If you're having trouble deciding, you can always park it in the People of the Spring.
Thanks for the kind offer, Mo. I actually went to see the Pyro Archon to tell her how... She told me that the domain we entered was an abyssal simulation of the Mare Javari. Later, when we got on to talking about my future, she said I was more than... And after thinking it over, long and hard...
You miss your dads.
That's definitely part of it. I promised to tell them everything that... But also... When I said goodbye to my mom and dad, I And no adventurer should stay in one place for too long.
Bennett.
What if your luck starts going downhill again
The warmth and kindness I've experienced on this adventure, isn't it? As I attempt to shape my own fate, I want to take that same kindness and pass it forward.
Here, here! To our leader, Ben!
Cheers! Ah.
The fun never stops! Who's up to...
Bennett's almost fall.
No.
Go get some rest now, guys. And seeing as you've still got the energy...
Huh? Why me?
Traveler, perhaps you could join me for a walk? I know a great spot.
Anytime, any place. Rev the engines!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Everyone hold hands. Committed to memory. Yeah. Yeah.
Try and stop me!
You might be tone deaf, but you sure know how to sniff out a good view.
Glad you like it. More like long, long ago. To her, all living beings were equal, both in their value and in significance. Like an ancient scroll, she engraved upon her memory all people, back then as an animal spirit. I had a chance encounter with Time at the Thousand Winds, hearing my wishes. She entrusted me with fragments of her power and authority. Sounds like you've heard the story of Time in the Wind before. Charming, isn't it? Through the memories engraved in rituals, poems, ruins, and ancient texts, the same beings she considered so insignificant have met her, time and time again.
So, this...
The corruption of the Mare Javari is tied to time itself. To put it another way, it is a calamity present in every... Unlike Time herself, I have always cherished many wishes in my heart. 500 years ago, to prevent the corruption of the Mare Javari, I blew it off the timeline, turning it into the Windless Land. Oops. Seems like I may have confused. If you're asking about how the Mare Javari disappeared from Tenochtitlan 2 or 3 decades, the Mare Javari has been the bearer of too many stories that weren't meant to be its own. I merely played a... And the choice I made 500 years ago, some souls were unable to return to Mondstadt as a result, while others stayed to settle in this land, merging with the Monitu to become the Asha we see today.
So the reason you're here in Tenochtitlan...
Correct. I'm here to collaborate with the current Pyro Archon, Mawika. Correct again. The flame was our signal. Only by having Mawika open a rift between that space and the true Mare Javari could I sneak in and bring back all the souls who wish to return. As for my little trick of bringing back memories as well... It's not the first time I've... Mawika also mentioned that you were planning to introduce us. Look, I was glad to discover that she shares my love for fine wine and freedom. We got along great. Well, it really took it out of me for a few days. In fact...
Oh, really?
But, thinking of all the Aphamide and Dandelion wine still left...
You don't look that tired to Paimon. So, don't think you can just...
Oh, how you wound me, Paimon. You'll hook me up with some good liquor, won't you, Traveler? I suppose... to protect Mondstadt, and that everyone who wishes to stay there has the freedom to choose their own path.
Is that the client? Wait. Oh, it's you!
Add Astro. Thank you for.
Where's my key? Not again.
This realm is true. If you ever... This realm... If you ever... This realm is... If you ever...
Come at me!
exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope. Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
I see everything. Hey, Anefa.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be—
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave?
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the prep. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away?
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodkrai. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already.
You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected.
About time I met this variable in person. You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Nodkrai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anefa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around.
In that case, probably...
The moon? You mean, that one we...
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are.
Oh...
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Nodkrai.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Nodkrai.
Oh! Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties! Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Ether and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you...
Well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Ether waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Nodkrai, or rather, a pure. That is correct. Another similar concept, legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nodkrai. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship?
Nodkrai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been a... negative.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. Let's just do what we've always done, and keep searching as we explore. Besides,
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nodkrai,
Like we've crossed another... boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. Well, as the Nodkrai, here we come!
rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Hip.
Exploration.
Full throttle!
It just occurred to Paimon. If we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission...
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow...
Huh? What in Tavad is that? Looks kinda like a seal.
That is a kuhanki, a species...
A kuhenki?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhenki, are said to be familiar...
The moon goddess? Don't all people here work...
Although Nodkrai lies on Snezhneya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I meant, the beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the Angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons...
Wow! So they...
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess, the Frostmoon...
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits.
travel?
Are there any particular points?
Oh, it all looks pretty.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she...
Try and stop me!
Find anything you like? Town actually looks pretty big from here.
Which aspects in particular deviated?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodkrai as an adventurer's...
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Nodkrai's past. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fit. This individual performed many good deeds for Nodkrai. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day...
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nodkrai. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or...
And
today, no official authority governs Nodkrai. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest...
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the Wild Hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon...
The Wild Hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to...
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of Wild Hunt attacks are seemingly random. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the Wild Hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog?
You're saying people...
I have not witnessed enough Wild Hunt attacks to give a statistic, but the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to—
Absolutely. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early. You're right about that. activity! Oh, hey! There's a notice board over there.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here? Does that mean that Catherine and Nodkrai actually gets to clock out? Anyway, let's come back later.
Rev the engines! Try and stop me!
This research is promising indeed.
Full throttle! Hey, not a bad haul. The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right?
No matches identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they...
Here's the thing. You can't let emotion have a little spice.
Our drink recommendations?
Huh? Well, well.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of course! Ineffa's a regular here at the
So, robots are into...
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and...
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berry.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she...
Actually, it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Inefa left. Gorging her... I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be...
Yep, that's so... From the sounds...
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one...
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. No.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantin...
Huh? Where's the...
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodkrai. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway...
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our...
Whoa! That's so generous of him!
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and...
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be...
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage?
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for...
Oh,
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be...
Oh, right. Human...
Here's the thing. You can't live life without a little spice.
Want to negotiate prices? Find a flea market.
A drink? Or some information? Either way, I'd be happy to
Our
oblige.
drink recommendations? Well, for starters, I recommend you drink less.
Hey there. Looking for a drink or two? Or perhaps a room for the night?
Here's the thing. You can't live life without a little spice.
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, find a flea market.
Either way, I'd be happy to oblige.
Our drink recommendations? There, for starters, I recommend you drink less.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd...
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else. You mean it's got something to do with Nodkrai's history? Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Oh, sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Zack. Are you—
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me.
Whoa, that's—
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
What a rare honor it is to—
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No,
Oh,
that's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodkrai, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair—
burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even— But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's a—
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be just—
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But— Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up— Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present, you're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much-needed light to that place of—
Right.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik—
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kinda spooky? Must be all that— His lantern? No, not really. Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time. Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... It's so noisy here. Back in my day...
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, go find a flea market.
Paimon almost forgot back to the flagship feels like such a
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over there? Wait! Free food? Quick! Let's grab some too! Paimon's...
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky.
The birds in the... what now?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am. I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please...
Happy to oblige! Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the Traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy...
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking...
The finest you found? Wow!
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar. Not as an offer, as perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nodkrai, driven by greed, and greed alone, more than ever before.
Huh! Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moons.
That's right! 2 servings each!
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces!
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now.
But... my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember...
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Hey, look who it is.
Whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for... Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat
Those stooges really are the worst.
Ever since they came to Nodkrai with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui...
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon's Scion... because if they had gotten ahead of themselves, just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave. May we meet again in the moon's gentle...
These are delicious! So refreshingly fresh! Those 2 for 2. Looks like Anefa isn't done with her shopping yet. And the Adventurers Guild is still in. Good idea! Wouldn't want to let the Kuhenki down, after all. Let's see... Okay. Paimon's got our route all figured out. This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a... This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here... This is the Vesnitsi Prolegia Greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never... And this is the Rossum Workshop. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! That way's north, and that looks like... something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west... Ah! That must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live. So, what'd you think? Even if Anefa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this... she sure is! It'd take hundreds of years of practice to beat the best... Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now! There's already a line forming outside! Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship! Oh, or... was there anywhere else you wanted to Where? Which one are you... Oh... Now you mention it. Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild...
There she goes again. Something's never...
Boss?
There she goes again. Something's never changed. Does she really think that'll do anything to fix the mess that is Nodkrai?
Boss?
Come night or day.
warms the soul like piping hot food.
Trust me, when it comes to tastes. Nodkrai hot
Yes,
dogs!
it never hurts
Fresh
to
out
try
of
a
the
bit
oven.
harder.
Come and try them.
wants the soul like piping hot food.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't... Oh dear. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients! And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak into Nodkrai like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat... Thank the Archons we didn't tell you.
Oh, come now! You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business.
Well, regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here...
A clever merchant always has a backup plan. Or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. Since you're both here in Nodkrai, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs?
We literally just arrived! Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends?
My, your high-minded tastes never cease to
What's that? Your hat?
Information, of course. Information about Nodkrai, locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind. I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider...
Wow! You sure are feeling...
What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I am the most generous person. The moment I set up shop in Nodkrai, it struck me how many different factions there were. Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the water...
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora.
Oh, really? But Surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your In that case, what would you like to know about? The Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the moon goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just... well, still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the powder keg goes boom. And when that happens, that's when business will start to boom too. Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious... but seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodkrai? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work. Everyone knows they're here for the Ancient Moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they... Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north hides secrets wilder still. That bunch of booze-loving monstatters? Ugh, don't even get me... As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound up at the flagship. I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys? I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it. What now? A space? Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in.
The Curatorium of Secrets?
What are they? Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune. And she has a temper to match.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you.
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that... What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet.
You're really not convincing anyone yet.
All right. Business is a cutthroat. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodkrai, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
Seriously?
Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large, why, you could fill 3 whole But when you realize what I'm saying is true, don't say that good old... Anyway, don't be a stranger now. We might be in Nodkrai, but don't...
checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along. See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along. I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along. See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Extra, extra! Read all about it!
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along. See? I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.
Lucky us! The line seems to be gone now! Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine! Hey, Catherine! We meet again!
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very nose.
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person?
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A Harbinger?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine. Today's encounter is merely a courtesy. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a... But we are in Nodkrai now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I'm...
Oh, please! You got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like...
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nodkrai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simple.
Yeah, right! More like shady experiments, just...
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using and, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to Nodkrai, Dominion of the Fatui.
Ugh! Paimon's so mad right now! How can anyone so But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing. We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Hey! The real Catherine's back!
Ad Astra Abyssosque. How may I help? I would...
You're so much nicer to talk to.
I better get me some alpacas. Let's say call it. nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything I know out?
I did. What about you?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already.
Any progress with the space?
No. Catherine can—
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nodkrai—
Aww.
Understood. In that case, why don't we go ask Aino together? After all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her, we're—
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before.
Huh. There's so much space on this thing, but only— Wait, Inefa needs help? Uh-oh. We should still head over and check on things, just in—
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Welcome. If anything needs explaining, just give me a holler.
I stand against the
There is no
night
escape.
and purge the darkness!
Burn it down!
Stabilize! I stand
I
against
see
the
everything.
night and purge
Illusion
the
shattered!
darkness!
Rise with the sun!
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Solidify! Stabilize!
Unsolicited. And all... Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately. One man's stove is another man's gem.
And the Traveler are the first to arrive. Sincere apologies.
Inepa! What happened?
The logic of your conclusion is sound.
Wait, so Aino's the one who did this? Good idea.
Request not feasible. Aino has locked down the control system. Decision. I will temporarily override one of Aino's rules and inform you about the hidden control system. But first...
Okay.
Sufficient grounds for override. Please proceed to the path to the side of the works. Once you have located all the specific robots, you can unlock the control system. This is the back door Aino established for herself, as she often forgets the password.
Okay, so we just need... Crazy hiding spot. Aino wasn't taking any chances, was she? taking any chances, was she?
Zing Zap Mechanical Claw Backup Control System now online. Enter a command. Command confirmed. Shutting down.
Oh, you okay, Anafa?
Inspection in progress. All functions normal. I am unharmed.
So, what
Compiling relevant data. Simplification in progress.
Oh, that...
I used that term because Aino intends to unleash the force of her entire fleet of combat robots.
What?
If Aino manages to use her genius for destructive purposes, all of Nodkrai will be facing a crisis the likes of which, when I attempted to stop her, she trapped me with that device. Fortunately, I was prepared for that.
Oh, you mean that notice board in the middle of...
Correct. According to my calculations, posting...
Yeah, it was...
Fortunately, you arrived just in time. Aino and her robot fleet just...
You got it! Clink Clank Legion, it's time to move.
Move out.
Our objective is simple.
Track down the thief. Save our...
I know. You have to stop...
Enough, How did you get free? You can't do this. Aha! So you had help. Well, Don't even think of trying to stop me. I don't care, and we have to go now. Or Crumb Clank 70% Clink Clank Legion. Move out!
Move out!
What do we do? It's not like we—
I know sugar intake has already exceeded normal levels this month, but given the present situation, desserts are the only thing that can get Aino to calm down, and I've already used up the allotment I had prepared.
Okay, what's with the staring? Paimon's not one to leave left— Fine.
Aino, why don't you calm down for a second and have some dessert?
Oh, still treating me like a kid, huh? At least it worked. Listen, I know you guys think I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But this wasn't just some scrap parts. This was a robot I was about to add to the workshop, just like an Ephra. Even though I'm the one who gets looked after most of the time, it's a disgrace. I know. Really?
We can come up with a plan together. We'll help you get—
Thanks. And, about earlier? I'm sorry, Anafa. Phew. Looks like the military
Let's go back to the workshop.
Solidify!
On standby. The darkness!
Gather!
Everyone hold hands!
Shine down! Burn it down!
Stabilize!
Hey!
Rise with the sun!
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
Wrath from the skies! Try and stop me!
Strike them down!
Rise!
Strike them down!
This is order!
There is no escape! Light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
Hey, not a bad haul. The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Use the force authorized.
Here comes another one.
Resistance is futile.
Rise with the sun!
Jinto!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus.